Good morning, first grade. Happy Monday. Okay, Gipsters, so starting this week, we are learning brand new things, all new skills that you're going to need in order to be second grade ready. So what that means is you need to be watching these videos every single day to make sure you're growing your brain and getting ready for second grade. Even though your teachers and I aren't going to be seeing you in person, we're still going to be checking in to see who's really looking, acting second grade ready. So myself, Mrs. Kosi, Mr. Mitchell, Miss Diaz, we're all going to be checking in with you and your parents every week to make sure that you're watching these videos and growing your brain with us. Okay, I am so excited to keep learning with you guys. All right, so Gipsters, if you remember, way back a few weeks ago, we were talking a lot about storms and different kinds of weather. So for the next few days, we're going to be taking a look at some short readings about different kinds of weather again. And we're going to go back into our storms book and pull out some pieces of information. All right, today our goal is to be able to answer questions from a text. So if you remember, when I am answering a question from the text, the first thing I do is I pay attention to my question words. So I've got our little question words anchor chart here. When I hear the word who, I'm looking for a person. When I hear the word what, I'm looking for a thing. When, I'm looking for a time. Where, looking for a place. Why, I'm looking for a reason. How, I'm looking for a way. Could be a way that something's feeling, a way that something is made, a way that someone gets somewhere, right? How is kind of tricky, but I'm going to be hanging this chart up behind me so that you can look back on it throughout the video today. All right, it's a little small. We'll do our best. Okay. All right, so once I figure out my question word and what I'm looking for, then I think in my brain, where in the text can I go back and find my answer? Then I have to actually go back inside the text, look at the words and the pictures to find the answer to my question. So we're going to do that first with our storms book. So watch me answer a question about this text. It's been a while since we've read it, so it's okay if you don't remember. If my question was, how does lightning get made? How does lightning get made? I'm going to think in my brain, how? What am I looking for? Checking my chart, how? I'm looking for a way. I'm looking for a way that lightning gets made. Okay, now I'm going to think in my brain, where in the book can I go back to find the answer to that question? Well, I'm talking about lightning. So I remember that this book was organized by types of weather. So I find the chapter that says thunder and lightning. That's where I need to be. Okay. Thunder and lightning. Now I can reread this page to see if I answered my question. Remember, I'm looking for a way that lightning is made. Okay. Flash, boom. In these storm clouds, the drops of water have frozen. Little ice crystals are bumping wildly against big crystals. This makes lightning. Lightning heats the air quickly. This very fast temperature change makes sound waves. The sound is thunder. Kipsters, did you hear the answer to my question? I sure did. This page told me how lightning was made and how thunder was made. But I'm going to think back to my question. I just care about how lightning was made. The question doesn't ask me anything about thunder, so I'm just going to zoom in on lightning. Little ice crystals are bumping wildly against big crystals. This makes lightning. Kipsters, that's the answer to my question. That's the way that lightning is made. Little crystals bump against big crystals. Kipsters, did you see how I thought about my question word, went back in the text, and found the answer to my question? Awesome. That's exactly what we're going to do today with a new text called Wind Power. Now, this is pretty short. It's going to be a little difficult to see while I'm reading, so just turn your listening ears on and then I'll show you the pictures before and after I read. Wind Power. All right, your entire job right now is just to listen and see what you learn from this text. A windmill is a machine that runs on the power of wind. Long ago, farmers used windmills to pump water and make flour. Each windmill had blades at the top of a tower. When the wind blew, its power made the blades spin. The spinning blades turned a pole inside the tower. The pole then ran a water pump. or moved a stone that ground or mashed grain into little pieces. Today, people have learned how to get much more power from the wind. We have made a lot of progress. Now we have wind turbines. These turbines are modern windmills. Wind turbines have large blades at the top of a high pole. The blades spin quickly when the wind blows. When the blades spin, they power a generator. That is a machine that makes electricity. Electricity brings light and power to homes and businesses. Wind turbines are often built in a group in many rows. That group is called a wind farm. Wind farms produce a large amount of electricity. All right, Kipsters, like I said, short text today talking about wind power. All right, remember, our thinking job for today is going back in the text to answer questions. So I've got a question that I need to figure out the answer to back in my text. The first question I have, what is a windmill? What is a windmill? Okay, so thinking back to my thinking steps, my first job is to figure out what the question is asking. What is a windmill? So it's a what question. When I ask a what question, what am I looking for in my answer? Get ready to call it out. A what question, what am I looking for? 3, 2, 1. Exactly, I'm looking for a thing. So I know that I am answering with a thing. What is a windmill? Okay, now I need to go back in my text. I need to think about where in the text it tells me what a windmill is. Does it tell me what a windmill is in the beginning, the middle, or the end of the text? The beginning, the middle, or the end? Was it one of the first things I said? Did I say it partway through the text, or did I end by telling you what a windmill was? Call it out, beginning, middle, or end. Ready? For those of you who said beginning, you're absolutely right. This text started off by telling us what a windmill was. All right, so I'm going to go back to the beginning of the text. When you hear the answer to my question, what is a windmill, wiggle your fingers at me. I'll stop when I see most of you wiggling your fingers. Wind power. A windmill is a machine that runs on the power of the wind. My gosh, Kipsters, you want me to stop already? I was really getting into it. But you're right. I answered the question right in that first sentence. A windmill is a machine that runs on the power of the wind. That tells me exactly what a windmill is. A windmill is a machine that runs on the power of the wind. Nice job, Kipsters. I couldn't trick you. All right, my next question. Ooh. What is a wind farm? What is a wind farm? All right, thinking back to my thinking steps, the first thing I need to do is figure out, it's a what question, so what should my answer be about? A what question? Get ready to call it out. 3, 2, 1. Exactly, I'm looking for another thing. What is a wind farm? Okay, now Kipsters, think about where we heard about wind farms in the text. Was it at the beginning, the middle, or the end? Get ready to call that out. Beginning, middle, or end. Ready? Call it out. If you said the end, you're absolutely right. That was the very last couple sentences of the text talking about the wind farm. All right, Kipsters, when you hear the answer to my question, what is a wind farm, touch your nose and I'll stop. All right. Wind turbines are often built in a group in many rows. That group is called a wind farm. My goodness, Kipsters, I see a bunch of you touching your nose. I don't see all of you though, so I'm going to reread it again. If you hear the answer to the question, touch your nose. Wind turbines are often built in a group in many rows. That group is called a wind farm. Oh my goodness, Kipsters, exactly. That told me the answer to my question. A wind farm is a group of wind turbines. It's just a group of these fancy windmills. Nice job, Kipsters. All right. So, Kipsters, today we learned about how to go back in a text to find the answers. And this was a hard text, right? This was filled with a lot of information. So we did a really excellent job thinking about our question words, thinking about where to go back in the text to find our answer, and then listening to the words to find it. We're going to be working on this later this week too. All right, guys, you did an excellent job. Remember, you have to be back here tomorrow to keep growing your brains. I can't wait to see you then. Have a great rest of your day. Make sure to get those Lexia minutes, to watch the rest of the videos, to grow your brains in a bunch of different ways, and we'll be checking in to see everything that you learned this week. Bye, Gipsters.